I found the problem. Behind that. Hey guys, all right, we're back on the 2001 Chevy Silverado 1500. We've got a water pump to install and some other things to take care of. So let's get to it. All right, so if you watched the last video, you already saw everything up to this point, taking the hose off and the fan shroud and whatnot. I used my handy dandy air hammer to break the tension on the fan clutch so that I can get the fan off. That's where we're at right now. Once you got them broke loose, you can just spin it off. So we got to undo these 4 bolts to put this fan on the new clutch.
Or he's going to Amazon.
Not that I'll need it for anything but that. It's actually really weak. Not very confidence inspiring. There it goes. Yummy. Belt tensioner off. Put these bolts back where I found them, so I can't lose it.
Here you go, master.
Is that not 10? No, it is 10. It's out. We're gonna clean this up and reuse it with the new fail-safe thermostat. Hose that off.
day.
24. Alright, well, back on the harmonic balancer that's been kicking my ass. We've got a gentleman that owns this truck brought an air gun over. Maybe it's got more torque than mine. If that doesn't work, then we're going to heat it and try the air gun again. If that doesn't work, there's one more Hail Mary left that I don't want to try. There we go. That popping sound or clunking sound is the harmonic balancer moving off the shaft. So the super annoying bolt in question is this one. But I'm not going through all the effort to take an air compressor on all that stuff off. I know this will come out. I looked it up. So just gonna use a wrench. I was just working this last bolt out and noticed something. Anything about that top of that shock strike anybody funny? Anybody else? Me either. That one has something on it, but where'd my wrench go? Well, screwdriver. It's not doing nothing. Wonder if his suspension is clunky. All right, I just tapped that. Well, Jorge took the bottom two bolts out, and I just tapped it with my dead blow hammer, and it's up. That's the oil pump, by the way.
That looks nasty.
I've seen way worse.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to clean this up and put a new seal in the front of it. Look at that gasket, or that seal.
Is that what that is?
Woof. Okay, now I have it properly supported with wood.
Round 2. Fight.
It's the OE seal, so they probably use freaking red Loctite on it too.
Flawless victory.
Now, when you're reinstalling the valve cover on these, there is a special tool to align it to the crankshaft. I don't have that tool, so the only way we can align it is by putting the harmonic balancer back on. Now here you see me using my air hammer to drive the harmonic balancer on far enough that I can get the old harmonic balancer bolt back in, and then I'll use the old bolt to drive it all the way down and flush. And then later on we'll come back and torque it down. really see a torque pattern, so I'll just go one side to the other. How to bleed bench bleed a brake master cylinder. Well, put it in a bench vise. Do not grab this part. You damage that, you're gonna basically just ruin the whole thing. Anyway, put your lines in there, loop them back into the main reservoir. Take some kind of tool you can push with, and push. Rinse and repeat till you get all the air out. Before opening any existing brake system, you definitely want to make sure you clean up any yuckies. You don't want to get contamination inside the system. Alright, now that we've got things cleaned up more, the best way to break brake lines loose is with a line wrench, which is something like this, where it's got more of a C than it does just the open end. And you don't want to just put it on there and start cranking, because oftentimes there's a little bit of a torque to them, and they like to get stuck together and whatnot. So the best thing you can do is push a wrench on there and give them a couple little pounds or taps with your hand. And once she starts turning, well, it's broke free and she's turning. That one's loose-ish. And they are both loose-ish. Alright. And I recommend breaking the line bolts loose first. Then you can loosen up your 2 bolts that hold it to the brake booster. What you'll do is, in a timely manner, obviously, you know, it's not going to be a huge deal because the system's got to be bled anyway, but you're going to take both these lines loose, and then there's a bolt here, or a nut, excuse me, here, and here. You take those off, and the master cylinder should just come right off. Put the new one in, new bolts on the back to hold it on, put the lines back in, snug them up, and then we'll bleed the brakes, and that part's done. There is a plug-in right here that I did remove. I very carefully hooked it with my tool because it doesn't have a push tab. It just has this thing, which is nestled up inside back here. So grabbed it carefully with that so I didn't break any plastic. Popped it out, squirted it out pretty good with the parts cleaner so it doesn't have any yuck in there. Well guys, so as I'm sure you can tell, the battery died. Basically from where it died, you know, everything was just reassembled as it was taken apart. We just put new hoses on instead of having the old ones. So, timing cover, reseal, water pump, all that good stuff, that's all done, taken care of. So, yeah, that's everything for this episode, and hope you guys learned something. If not, at least I hope you got a laugh out of it. Anyway, take care. I love you. Till next time.